don't know if that's going to be enough blocking power. An opponent has realized it. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back. I'm Supreme Verdicts, a practicing attorney by day and a magic strategist by night. After working on all day on the rule of law, I come home to master the laws of magic. We are jumping in right now into a Final Fantasy draft, as you can see right here in front of you. It's going to be second draft of the season. We've got nice Titus, fun blue-white artifact deck that I've been wanting to build. Black Waltz number 3. We didn't take this as our first pick last time, but Black Mage aggro looks really cool. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. But I really like the look of Furion, Wild Rose Warrior. 3 mana, 3/3. Equipped creatures you control have haste, and whenever a non-token equipment you control enters, create a token that's a copy of it, except it has this equipment's equip costs 2 less to activate. Sacrifice the token at the beginning of the next upkeep. There are plenty of equipment that matter in this set, such as Thief's Knife, for example, as well as... we don't have another one in here, do we? There are plenty of equipment that create tokens when they enter through the job select mechanic. Furion can be very strong if you then play out some other equipment, and it's a card I wanted to try. We got soloed by it during our last draft, so I definitely want to just see how it plays out. Balthier and Fran. Vehicles you control get +1/+1 and reach. That's... I mean, it's a 3 mana 4/3 reach. That's okay. Zaz's Chocobo is a pretty good card. Landfall. We could do like a red-green landfall equipment situation. We have Town Greeter in here that can fetch up a land, or mill for 1. Ice Magic is pretty good. Primal Garuda is alright. 4 mana, 3/3, deal 4 damage to a tapped creature. Titus, again, artifact you control, put a 1/1 counter. Had we gone with Titus, this would have been a very fun second pick. I think we go with Zaz's Chocobo. This just has high upside, and red-green seems fairly powerful. We can throw in some equipment afterwards. I want to go with the best card in the pack, and this one still keeps us fairly open. Summon Brynhilder. 2 mana, 2/1, exile top card, and whenever you cast a spell, creatures get... sure, yeah. It's pretty good. Prompto Argentum. This is 4 mana or more, you make a treasure. This is still probably decent, even if we're not in that deck. Chocobo Racetrack, though, is the premier kind of... this is the over-the-top crazy card. It is 5 mana, but whenever a land you control enters, make a 2/2. It's kind of fun. And then we have 6 mana, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle. We have 2 specific red-green landfall cards. But I do think that this 2 mana 2/1 is going to be better. Blitzball, Shot, also not bad. Dreams of Laguna is great. We have a removal spell and Slash of Light, and sort of kind of Poison the Waters. Let's go with Summon Brynhilder. Again, I really like going with just some of the, what's it called, rares, so I get a chance. Here's one of those equipment we were talking about. White Mage's Staff. Ignis Scienta. Look at the top few cards, grab a land. It's kind of cool. We also have Balam T-Rexor. I don't want to go into green-blue immediately. I'd rather grab the Balam. It's a good card overall. The issue is, what are the signals telling us? Ignis Scienta is a good card, but it's a 2-color card. And it's not like an absolute bomb. It's not something we desperately need. What's Genji Glove? 5 mana, 5 mana. Quick creature has double strike. I mean, this will make it so it costs 1 to equip. I just don't think it's strong enough. We're still staying open. We're still seeing what comes to us. Midgar, City of Mako. Okay. Draw 3, discard 2. What? Strongest card here is Wyvern. Dreams of Laguna, also a very good card. We could transition maybe into the lands deck. In which case, the Wyvern or the Dreams are both good to have. World Map's not bad either. Vane's Treachery is a removal spell. Maybe that's our pick here? Just to start getting some early removal? It's probably the right move. No, we're going to speculate on the lands deck. We're going to grab a Dreams of Laguna. It's a good card selection spell. What's this? Light up the stage. That's fun. And Balam Seed Academy. I mean, it's a powerful town. It'd be cool to play if we wheel some of the land cards. We'll go ahead with Gabu Gardener because no matter what, it's going to play well if we're in red-green or if we're in green-blue or some other combination that includes green. I don't know if I like SideQuest play Blitzball. I do love the art for it, and I think it's a cool equipment. But we haven't seen a ton of great equipment in red currently. Or white. We've been past consistently decent green cards, even going a little later now. Coliseum Behemoth is big and shonky, but it is big and shonky. Commune with Beavers, 1 mana, look at the top 3. You can reveal artifact, creature, or land. That's fine. Bard's Bow plays better with our Furion. I just don't think it's a good enough card. We're really looking for slightly... Yeah, I think we go with the better card here first. We're going to see if we can find the open lane and take advantage of that. Summon Fat Chocobo is gone pretty late here. That's just a solid card. We also have a land, and a Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum is fine removal. Second blue card, I think we stick with the green for now. I do like this town making it here. We are currently on the wheel, so we're seeing what's coming to us. We have not picked up much other red. Here's a Vane's Treachery again. I think we're more likely to go into red than into black. Haven't seen any black cards that make us pause other than one other Vane's Treachery, so let's grab the Light of Judgment. There's also consideration to take the Blitzball, but we'll stick with Light of Judgment for now. That was okay. Wow, Town Greeter is pretty decent. Mill a few, grab a land. I don't know how I feel about Gigantode. It's big. It's a 6/6 if you control 7 or more lands. The format does seem to head there, but I'm not positive. And perfect. Let's grab a big kind of... Is this even splashy? Whenever a land, +2/+2 and trample. It's fine. I guess we'll grab a town. And a nothing card. Don't think we're doing Dreams of Laguna. We'll see what we open. Absolute Virtue. 8 mana, 8/8, can't be countered, flying. You have protection from your opponents. Okay. Evil Reawakened is the reanimation spell. It's pretty decent. This takes an equipment and attaches it to a creature. Choco Comet, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Did not work out well last time. Combat Tutorial seems pretty good. But I don't know if we're in blue at all anymore. We did not get the Chocobo Racetrack, notably. There's also Cloud of Darkness if we did want to go into a Jund situation. Can we splash for Jund? We have Town Greeter, but that's about it. Ifrit's also not bad. Discard, draw. Over Choco Comet? I think so. Yeah. It just makes our draws a little easier. Call the Mountain Chocobo, okay. Minwu White Mage, whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on each cleric you control. That's cool. I think we're kind of steadily within our colors here. Call the Mountain Chocobo is probably going to be the pick. I do like Vincent's Limit Break, and we definitely need more removal. We currently only have the Light of Judgment. A combat trick will be helpful there. I just don't know if Airship Crash is what we're looking for at the moment. So I think we'll go for Call the Mountain Chocobo and look to just kind of beat face on our opponents. Yeah. Best card in this pack probably is going to be... Rufus is good, but it's multicolor. So we'll go for Call the Mountain Chocobo. What does this do? We don't have notably any equipment for Furion yet. When this enters, look at the top 6. You can put any number of equipment cards. You can attach it to Samurai. That's fine. Kakatar is also okay. Random encounter. 6 mana, shuffle your library, then mill 4. Put each creature card milled this way onto the battlefield. They gain haste. And at the beginning, return them to your owner's hand. Also kind of crazy. We're going to go with a Light of Judgment here. Deal 6 damage. We're going to be ramping. I think this is okay. We're getting our start. What are we missing in terms of curve? We definitely need more curve fillers on the bottom. Here's Apprecia's Wanderings. This is fantastic. Kind of exactly what we're looking for in a lot of ways. It can be used as a combat trick. It is ramp. I like Call the Mountain Chocobo, but I think Apprecia's Wanderings as an instant speed and going to the battlefield can be really helpful. I would love to get some equipment for Furion, because currently this is a dead card in our deck. But let's see, whenever attacks, attach up to 1 target equipment you control to target attacking creature. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess equipment is much more in the red-white. Ooh, I like this, and I'd love to then start finding more equipment, like even the Monk's Fist. But Chocobo Kick is a premium removal spell, so we're going to grab that. Sorcery Speed, which absolutely blows for any kind of for a bite effect. But on the bright side, you can double the power, which is pretty cool. Hit more landfall triggers. We do have the Cycler, so it's basically a turn 2 play. This is a bad pack for us. There's no chance we go into another color at this point, is there? What is this? Dark Knight's Greatsword. Seems okay. The issue is all of these are really far away from us. We don't even have a black card that would pull us in with it. And then there's another Dream of Laguna. We'll grab the Iron Giant and throw it in the sideboard. Who's this? Deal damage equal to equipped creatures. No, but here's another Light of Judgment. Is 3 of these too many? 3 of these might be too many. It's kind of an expensive removal spell. It means we have to get to 5 mana. So we're probably playing our 15 lands. There we go. Thunder Magic. 1 mana, deal 2. 4 mana, deal 4. Fantastic. Blitzball Shot's also a good pickup that we're looking for at some point. So let's hope that there's maybe that will wheel. Notably, that made it pick 8. Blitzball Shot. There we go. And nothing from our original pack. That was looking good. If I remember, the pack wasn't particularly well done. Nice. We get an Airship Crash. Tempted to just grab the world map here. But I think there is a good amount of artifacts in this set that we need to remove. I don't know how I feel about this card. I don't think it's good. Whenever another creature you control enters, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I guess we make Chocobos, but I just don't think we'd make enough. Let's grab the... Wow, okay. The red rare... If we pick up some cool equipment in our last pack, we've got a couple equipment synergies. You know, like a Samurai's Katana. Let's go. That looks great. What does this do? 4 mana, 2/2. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a number of one counters onto it equal to its power. Whenever it attacks, you can transform it into a 3/2 trample lifelink. That when it dies, return it to the battlefield tapped, front face. That's pretty sick. Rydia's Return Sorcery. Nice mass pump effect, or return 2 creatures. Garnet's cool. She removes lore counters and gets 1 counters. Poo Poo UFO is great if you can draw a bunch of cards, because you can just dump those extra lands down. I think this is a Samurai's Katana easily. We were just talking about wanting some equipment to try to buff up some of our rares that we have that are less powerful without extra equipment. File Smashers in this? I can't get over these. Some of these, the art's very pretty. Not my style personally with cards, but some crazy things in Limited too. Is it bad to just have a ramp spell in Limited? Probably. We don't have a ton of 4-drops is kind of my thought process. But I feel like the T-Rex is best. The town's also pretty decent. Let's just grab another T-Rex. We're just going to go real big, chonky, over the top, Summon Titan. Gloof's Final Act I really want to play with at some point. This is a really unique card. When this creature dies, put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to its power on up to 1 target creature. I'm excited to just see how that kind of plays out, giving green a combat trick like that. Guy Saul Greens is mediocre. That's fine. Blitzball would also be fine here. Monk's Fist too, but Summon Titan, I think we managed to find our lane, which is nice. We're starting to see some... We're starting to get rewarded a little bit for it. We have really, really high top end though. Definitely going to need to try to find... Oh, well, but there's a Chocobo kick. We desperately need a little bit more removal and some more cheap equipment. That is, I think, the current goal. Haste Magic. I'm curious to see how it plays out a bit. Oh, Garland, Knight of Cornelia. This is a cool card. Rakdos for a 3-2 whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Surveil 1. Reno and Rude. When it deals combat damage, exile top card. You may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, you may play it. And mana can be spent of any color. Giat. We saw Giat earlier. There was another one. Double Striking Dwarf. It's fun. Another Ifrit. Do we want another Ifrit or do we want a Fat Chocobo? Kind of want another Fat Chocobo. We just play a lot of lands. Ifrit's probably going to smooth our hands best. We do have a lot of 5-drops. We should focus on doing it well. Now here's an interesting one. Another Chocobo kick. And a Gladiolus Amicitia. I really like the Gladiolus Amicitia. I think it's great top end, but we have good top end right now. We have Coliseum Behemoth. So we'll fill in our last bit of removal that we need here. What is this? Is this a Dovin's Veto? That's crazy. Yeah, world map again could be a fun pickup, but not necessary right now. I guess we grab the 4-drop. Sure. We'll probably cut that. We have a lot. Another Chocobo kick? Okay, I should have grabbed a different card. I mean, having the removal is probably pretty helpful. That's cool. Rydia's Return. Sure. Sure. And we get the land. Alright, we found the open lane. And this is the deck we ended up with. So I think no matter what, we just weren't going to see a ton of equipment this draft. And that's how it goes. But that's okay. We'll take a look. We'll make the cuts. We might have to cut our first pick, Furion, which is sad, but you know, when we have one equipment in the whole deck, and it's an equipment that stands on its own, whenever it attacks attached up to one target equipment, you control the target attacking creature. The Samurai's Katana, it is an equip 5. I just don't think we need... Well, maybe we just need more 2-drops? Sure, grab that. And Furion is equipped creatures you control have haste. Damn, some playables still made it all the way to the very end. That's interesting. That's something you see every day in the draft. Alright, let's take a look real quickly. Right, we're cutting Furion. I think we're cutting Ran. We do need more of a lower curve. We don't want to get run over. We're at 27 right now. I like the Summon Ifrit. I think that's going to help smooth our draws. I don't know if Rydia's Return is any good. Let's see. I can't see anything because there's the stupid... I have a little... There it is. I have something that pops up there, and so it always blocks it. Okay. Doing good on creatures, which is nice. Airship Crash. Blitzball Shot is probably a game winner. We have a few other tramplers and a couple ways of giving trample, so it might not be necessary here. Especially if we just focus on kind of low to the ground creatures. And yeah, we just get big. We don't go wide, so I don't think we need that. Samurai's Katana is effectively a creature. Is Gigantode good? Does anyone know? It's a 4-mana 4/4. That's it. Is Call the Mountain Chocobo worth it? It does let me get into... So turn 2 Gubu Gardener gives me a turn 3 Call the Mountain Chocobo, which gives me a turn 4 Summon Titan. summon Fat Chocobo. It's kind of nice. Guaranteed. Okay, we keep in Call the Mountain Chocobo. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. Do I shave a Chocobo kick? We have the Light of Judgments and the Chocobo kicks. Let's cut 2 Light of Judgments. Deal 6 damage to a creature, because now we have 4 kicks. We didn't need all those Light of Judgments. Duh. Yeah, and that lets us keep the airship crash, which I feel like having a 1-of is good. I feel like having a 1-of is good. I think this is a pretty cool looking deck. We've got just big creature beatdown, a little bit of ramp mixed in. We're going to go ahead and throw in our land, and then of course get them to suggest it. We have much more green than we do red. We don't have any double red or anything, so I think we're gonna lean a little heavier green, especially because Prish's Wanderings and Town Greeter can get us the last red that we need. Okay, here's our deck. We are going full-on creature beatdown, go big, over the top, kill the opponent's things. There's nothing else in here that we wanted to consider. Yeah, I don't feel good about that card. We're gonna jump in and we're gonna see exactly how Zaz's Chocobo can grow all the way into this Coliseum behemoth. I'll see you soon. Go ahead and landfall onto that subscribe button. This is an unfortunate starting hand. We have very slow, all removal. This is a little bit better. I think we're gonna bin one of our lands here, keep Town Greeter, and just slowly but surely make our way. That was not what we wanted to see. Yeah, early game's going to be a little sketchier with this deck, for sure. Freya's decent. Let's get Town Greeter out. Mill, 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 mill. Hate to see the Samurai Katana get lost. That would have been fun. And can they get Freya big enough that she goes out of hand? Okay, they're not using her to equip. That's good. Love to see that. Opponent clearly has stick. Nice, they hit their land drop. For a couple of turns. But what are you gonna do with it, Urza? Nothing. That's terrifying. There's still stick. I think we're just gonna hang out. Freya can be scary, but only once equipped, and now we have Thunder Magic to deal with that. Okay, missing a color, and wasting their Light Up the Stage now. That's an interesting choice from the opponent. They must have a blue spell they want to cast this turn. They're going to attack first, which is fair. But if they don't cast the blue spell now, job select, equip creature is a wizard. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, and whenever you draw... Okay. That's kind of cool. Any non-creature spell, and it gets a 1/1 counter. I mean, I should have just gotten rid of that, but that's fine. I think we're just going to be patient here. Opponent has not put us under pressure yet. Maybe I should have airship crashed that at the end of their turn. But here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Pass to attackers. That's fine. They're gonna... So they're threatening to cast a 1-mana blue spell? What 1-mana blue spell is there in the set? Oh, there's the protection. Okay, so let's get them to use the protection spell. Never mind. They traded off their creature. Okay. I think we'll go ahead... and destroy the planisphere? No. We want them to equip it first. Yeah, opponent still has 1 mana. Protect creature. Okay. It's going to take us a turn. Or a little bit. Now we know why they prioritize the blue mana so quickly. Alright, Hilgigas. Trample, haste, Mountain cycling. I think... I mean, it's certainly scarier at the moment. Let's kill that. But now they're all tapped out, so that's fine. Where were you last turn? That would have been helpful. Let's go ahead and grab this. Give ourselves a nice big 6/6. Grab ourselves a town. We all have all green cards in hand, so by getting the town, we can still make sure we have enough of our green pips. Yeah, equip it as necessary. This target creature you control deals damage equal to its power. Ow, ow, ow. Fortunately, we're gonna do this now, I believe. Yeah, then they're gonna get to untap and they'll have just empty draws. We have to get it out of their hand. Yeah. No, I know, opponent. Let's see. They can hit us for 5. 6, even. 8, 9. Does that kill us? It does not. Okay. Oh, this could... Huh, that's fun. I think what we're going to do here is we're just going to Chocobo kick this. Get that down. That one was going to be problematic. We'll go ahead and we'll grab land here. Freya is kind of a threat, but Titan has reach and trample. No attacks. We'll block Freya. We're at 7. I know. I don't feel good about it either. Maybe they attack? No, they don't. Let's go ahead and give it to the token. Okay. Sad. Hate to see that. Let's call the Mountain Chocobo. I would like to cast this. They'll get to hit me for 2 next turn, maybe 3. Okay. We hold. No attacks. We want to play out to the board because we need to be able to start hitting them. Yeah. Ow. Okay. I would not like to discard, unfortunately. I would like to attack with Fat Chocobo. I guess we'll get this down though, because then next turn we can discard. Those will wait for them to attack. Fine. Okay, opponent made a 3/3. Plays a land, they've got nothing else in hand. Go ahead and attack. Sacrificing treasure in order to surveil. They surveil 1 to the top. Let's go ahead and destroy this. Let's go ahead and block. We lose one of our 2/2s. We've got good draws. We have some big creatures. Balam T-Rexor, notably. Vicious Wandering's also pretty good. Kind of like the idea of just getting a 1/1 counter onto one of my creatures' instant speed. Yeah, if they get a removal spell, we're in a little bit of trouble, but we're applying the pressure. got to. Alright, opponent, what did you top deck? Well, not top deck. They explicitly went for. The Astrologian's Planisphere has been annoying, but it really hasn't been as annoying as some of their flyers. It gets -2/-2 until the end of turn, so let's go get a chump blocker. Yeah, we can block with the Google Gardener. We will chump there. They do have 2 5/5s, which is not good. Let's exile top card. Unfortunate. No attacks. Oh, goodness. We have to start chumping, which is especially rough, and they top deck another creature. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hate that. Felt as if it was forced. We need the T-Rex here. That works. Let's destroy. I want to draw a card, but we're going to destroy an artifact or enchantment. And now we have a 7/7 trample, and they're at 7. So, like I said, we had some good outs. We have to attack, right? Can't just sit here. Opponent needs to find a hasty threat. We're going to play out our lands because, I don't know, we don't have card draw, but we have 6 cards left in hand in our deck. 2 T-Rexes. We have 2 T-Rexes waiting. They had to draw Sleep Magic, so now our creature is tapped. Oh. When this aura doesn't untap, when it's dealt damage, sacrifice it. Okay. So if we just deal 6 damage to our own creature, is that ridiculous? Yes. And good game, Urza. Oh my god. Alright. 7/7s, man. What do you gotta do? Opponent goes first, but our hand looks alright. We are in desperate need of drawing a couple of lands, but we do have a ramp creature on turn 2. Fortunately, it doesn't ramp into anything. We have our 4 drops and our 6 drops and our 7 drops. Maybe this hand isn't as good, but we do get 2 draws to find something. Let's try it. I'm a little suspicious. Opponent fires off their first kill spell. It's gonna be unfortunate, but sometimes that's how it goes. Let's see, we have a swamp over here. This could be one of few archetypes. Our last opponent was like a Grixis non-creature spells, which was pretty cool. I liked their deck. Liked it a lot. Oh, here we have full-on Dimir control. Wow. Buster Sword goes to the yard. Buster Sword goes to the yard. So they were looking for something. Land also went to the yard. Unfortunate tap land. Would have loved to have that on turn 1, but that's okay. Such is life. Farian. Okay, we have a Grixis artifacts. If I put down this, we'll have 4 mana and nothing to do with it, so we'll just kind of keep this up. Chocobo Kick is not helpful here. So we're just going to aim to Airship Crash. That's fine. We're just gonna kill that. Take 3. Ow! Gotta summon the fat chocobo. Zaz, you're a little too late. It's okay, but you're a little too late. I gotta let you know. Especially because next turn we're gonna want a Gladiolus if we can. That's pretty good. They make extra 1/1s. Our goal is to kill Furion before they can get more value off of it. Yeah, there we go. They do have 2 mana up. Let's see if we can get something out of them. And another. Opponent. Opponent clearly has something here. Like, clearly has something here. I think it's worth it. This is specifically to return a land we control. I don't want to do that right now. I do want to kill the Furion. Syncopate, okay. We'll pay. Works for me. And I think we still swing in here. Trade off their critters. That's okay. It would only give us trample, but now the board's empty. For some reason I thought Chocobo Kick I could return any permanent, but it specifically return a land you control to its owner's hand. Okay, creature spells have haste. Good to know. Let's... I mean... yeah, that works. Give it haste. They gonna counterspell it? I thought they might. They did not. Kill spell instead. That's fine. We still get the trigger. Unfortunately, we could have played around that by casting the Coliseum Behemoth. But that's okay. We smack in for, what was that, 3, 5, 8, 9. Good game, opponent. Yeah. We can Coliseum Behemoth with haste and just trample over our opponent, who discarded a Buster Sword. This hand is serviceable. Playing up against divinities? No, that'd be a cool way to pronounce that. We can Town Greeter, get some more lands. Yeah, Chocobo Kick, I suppose, is not working as well without some of my big bombs in play already. Something to keep in mind. I don't play green too often. Aw, making me discard Town Greeter. Now they can play around everything else. That's okay. I don't mind. We might cycle the Airship Crash. Oh yeah, if they're behind on land, let's cycle the Airship Crash. Get to another threat as quickly as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. We do not need to cycle T-Rex. Does opponent just have another kill spell? They might. So we're gonna get a little bit faster. A little bit faster now. A little bit faster now. T-Rex or Gladiolus? Let's do Gladiolus. Opponent did not like our 6-drop when they only had 2 lands out. Good game. We are 3-0 and we are casting big spells and hitting our land drops, and that seems to be important enough. I'd love to draw red, but I think this is a pretty good hand with our Zaz's Chocobo on turn 1. It's going to get out of hand. Hopefully opponent will have to waste a premium removal spell on it. We can sneak out our Gubu Gardener and maybe draw one of our big bombies. Getting red mana for the Guardian Force Ifrit would be pretty cool too. Saga Demon. Not too bad. Not bad for a human. I do love the art. The summons are really cool. Again, I played Kingdom Hearts, so I don't know Final Fantasy, but like I've got an idea in mind. The summons are truly fantastic. Okay, not gonna be able to do much about Cecil right now. It'll get a couple of hits in on us. Lose them life, presumably. But we can Chocobo kick it. Opponent's wondering why we're playing mono green. Opponent, what have you got for us? Cecil? I think it's Cecil. I heard someone say Cecil online, which makes me feel like it is Cecil and not Cecil. No blocks. I'll take 2, you take 2. Ow! 2 Chocobo kicks. Alright, well. One in Rome. And we'll attack. Opponents are wondering what we're doing over here. It's okay, me too. I would have loved to draw a mountain. Or a 4-drop. I guess we only have 1 4-drop in the deck. 2 4-drops. We have 2 4-drops, but we have plenty of 3s. And next turn's when it gets spicy is we do have plenty of 5s. Opponent. It would be kind of crazy if there was a card that flipped your cards. There was some stuff for Innistrad, because it flipped your werewolves immediately. But I think it always specified werewolf, because now we have so many of these other cards that are so powerful when they're flipped. Cecil Dark Knight is a 2/3 death touch that whenever it deals damage, they lose that much life. But then if their starting life total is less than half, it flips, and they get a 4/4 lifelink that gives indestructible to other attacking creatures. I mean, that works. We'll go ahead and start with this. Opponent's gotta have a kill spell right now. We'll be discarding this forest. That's funny. And let's attack first. Because depending on what opponent chooses to do, there we go. They used a decent removal spell on it. And now we can kill their Cecil. We'll see what we draw. We might go for a redraw though. So I'd love to have a more impactful spell to cast next turn. Alright, Reno and Rude. Super cool. Exile it, and it's only that turn. We have a lot of big bombs in our deck. Don't know if opponent's gonna really be looking to... Nice, go for that. I mean, deal 6 damage or just Chocobo kick it. Yeah? Let's just Chocobo kick. Knock it out of the way, beat down a bit. They've got something. Okay, okay. Protection spell. That must have been what they were holding up a while earlier. That's fine. I'm not going to attack, because off of the Guardian Force Ifrit, we do get a red mana, which can be used to cast our T-Rex next turn. And right now we are low on cards. An opponent got us with the Ambrosia Whiteheart. Gotta remember that. It's a 2-mana 2/2 flash bird. When it enters, return another permanent you control to its owner's hand, and then it has the Chocobo Landfall ability. Whenever a land you control enters, it gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. Guardian Ifrit next turn will be giving us a red mana. And that's going to be wonderful for getting down our 6/6 Trampler in the face of their little, what is this, Orzhov weenies? They clearly have another removal spell or something. They were holding up that trick for a couple of turns. They're playing out the card that we know, which tells me I think they have another Fate of the Suncrist. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna grab ourselves a T-Rex. This is massive. We could attack here. I kind of want the red mana one more time, because if we draw a land, that'll let us get down the Coliseum Behemoth. And we already have been through our 1 tap land, so any land off the top is live. 40% chance, 42% chance to draw a land, but never tell me the odds. Alright, opponent is pumping Ambrosia. We do have our 6/6. They might have the Tifa's, not Tifa's Limit Break. There's that black trick that makes your creature like a 7/2. So there's always a chance they have that if they swing in. Okay, tap up to 3 creatures, put a stun counter onto one of them. We're getting in for some damage. We're getting in for some damage. Opponent's going to exile top card of our library. It's the land we needed for the Colosseum Behemoth. Devastating. That's okay. Never didn't have it. We'll go ahead and draw that card. Beautiful. That's another pretty decent card. They got rid of our 6/6 for a couple of turns, so we decided to show them our 7/7. Notably, they'll still be able to hit in with Reno and Rude this turn and try to steal something strong off the top. Thankfully, we only have one more T-Rex and Gladiolus in here. Otherwise, Summon Fat Chocobo would be a really good hit for them. Although I'm not sure. I guess, are they willing to sacrifice Ambrosia Whiteheart for it? Let's see. Nope, it's a mountain. Would you like to sacrifice? Is this play the card? Yeah, they may play it, so they can hit lands off of this. It's a cool card. I think it'd be fun to build around. It's noticeably weaker than some of the Gonti variants. And Ragavan, for sure. That's a great card. Are we dead? Ooh. If we attack... that would be total of 13 damage. They have to block. Because this is 8 on the way back. Let's go ahead and attack. And then I think we break up their blocks. Because they have to block here. Crystal's Chosen, by the way, 7 mana, make 4 1/1s, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. So you get 4 2/2s, and then extra counters wherever you want them. It's a very impactful card. Can be quite powerful. An opponent's doing the math here and realizing they have to block at least a little. Now, if they block like this, that's fine. We'll probably throw down the Summon Titan as just... unless the last card in their hand is a removal spell. Okay, this is okay. They're down to 4. Titan is a good blocker. Let's see, this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if they have any kind of pump trick, we would die. So let's throw down the Titan. It's another big blocker. Might discourage them from attacking into us, and it guarantees lethal next turn. Versus the Lighted Judgment, which is a more defensive play, and would try to kill out a trick. But yeah, 3 6/6 and up Tramplers seems to do the job here. Good game, opponent. 4-0, playing strong. Desperately just trying to get to the stage of our game where we have big monsters down and our Chocobo kicks come online. Opponent goes first. This is a slow hand with a turn 3 as our first play. Nice, there it is. We have a Thunder Magic to help stall time. Let's see if they play anything worth it. They don't. We won't either. We have the 4th land for Call the Mountain Chocobo, which gets us our 5th land. So I'm not sure if we're going to want that. We're going to go ahead and kill the Titus. That can't be good for us. Titus says whenever you play, or whenever an artifact you control enters, yeah, the scary one, put a 1/1 counter whenever attacks, tap target creature an opponent controls. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Nice. We'll put down Summon GF Ifrit. We'll go ahead and discard the Call the Mountain Chocobo, as we do now have a Gigantode for next turn, just to play out another creature. We have yet to see that one. Okay, Sid 4/4. We'll discard this mountain. Feels a little crazy, but I know we have a lot of lands in this deck, so I don't feel too bad. This becomes a 3/3 trample haste. That's it. So we'll go ahead and play our Gigantode. No attacks. Next turn, we're going to have 5/6 total mana for our T-Rex, or for our Call the Mountain Chocobo, in order to make sure we have hit our next land drop, so that we can then Colosseum Behemoth. I guess we'll see what we draw. They're probably going to go for Gigantode. Okay, hit in for 4. No blocks. We get to keep the mana now. Alright. Well, in that case, I mean, I could do this, but back-to-back T-Rexes just does not seem particularly bad on this board. Yeah, we'll go ahead and attack. At some point, we'll draw the last 2 lands we need naturally. Okay. They'll get rid of the T-Rex. Nice! That's fun. We lose that. I don't know if opponent had this in their bingo card. Now, do we want a 6/6 that gains life or a 6/6 that doesn't gain life? I think we'll go for the one that gains life. We could draw a random card from our deck, but I think getting a 6/6 trample that gains life is just a little bit better. This is a fun deck. I'm enjoying opponent playing. They're being a really good sport here. They're playing some cool cards too. Wow. Sure. And let's give him another one. How many massive trampling top end can you fit into one deck? That's the real question here. That is the real question here. Opponent is facing 3 tramplers all at once. They are going to tutor their library for a 2-mana equipment or artifact. Or, sorry, any artifact. They have none in the graveyard, so they go ahead and grab a Magitech Infantry. That is a 2/1 currently. I don't know if that's going to be enough blocking power. An opponent has realized it. Good game, the Flying Peanut. Alright, we go first. This is a good hand just because of the Town Greeter. It fully saves us here by making sure, actually there we go, that we hit a 3rd land drop. In that case, no, still going to go with Town Greeter. We want to make sure that we're still fed up on lands. That was awful. We just lost 3 of our biggest cards in the deck. That is not good. That is not good at all. Oh man. Oh man. That was actually really brutal. I think we're getting rid of Brynhildr. That was so rough. Oh god. Alright, well let's see how fast we can beat opponent down. We did not hit. Yeah, I figured they would take that. I'm a little tilted. Probably shouldn't have attacked with the Town Greeter. It works better as a blocker. Especially now as they can just Shiva's Dominant, knock that out. Oh, that was such a bad whiff. That was as bad as it could have gotten. That was truly awful. Oh my goodness. I'm in shock. I'm in absolute shock. Okay. Gotta keep in mind out for Syncopate and such. Oh, we still don't have enough mana to cast anything. Oh. Wow. Town Greeter attack was a punt. And then on top of that, just complete whiff. Being demolished. Alright, let's go for Gladiolus. It's another creature that gets the landfall triggers. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Opponent's got a full hand. I'm sure they've been holding removal this whole time. Not to mention, Shiva gives their Thieves' Knife unblockable, or their Dark Knight's Greatsword, and they can start really just getting in for a lot. But we'll see what they decide to play here. They're probably just going to remove this in attack. The tempo's way too strong of a swing. We're really behind right now. Just card for card. Sahagin. I've gone up on this card. I've gone up on it a lot, having seen it played in other situations. Yeah, and then they just kill it. And swing in for 8. And that's probably game. Might be. Okay. We can, at the very least, I guess I should have waited. I mean, we have to then trade here, but we have to kill that before it makes things unblockable. Yeah, we're really behind. And we lost most of our top end. A Balam T-Rexor would be decent, because at least then we can gain some life, but that's just game right there. That was miserable. I can't believe Town Greeter whiffed like that. Oh, so rough. Okay, we have another turn 1 Zaz's Chocobo. And Apricia's Wanderings, which could be a lot of fun. If opponent doesn't have straight up removal, this could be... Oh, fellow Chucker, eh? Nice! Their Zaz's Chocobo will always be one larger than ours, which just goes to show you how busted it is to go first in this game. No blocks. You can keep it. We'll have to keep... Okay, they're going full landfall. That's kind of exciting. No attacks. They're going to get in a couple more hits here, assuming they have the land drops for it. Yeah. That's pretty rough. I'm sorry, what is this? They have a bird deck? Each other bird you control deals damage. Wow. Just fully beat us. Okay. Okay, what? Oh my god. Full-on Bant birds? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, we are getting such a beatdown here. Oh my god, we're at 4. That's just game, isn't it? Titan's not going to save us. Azusa lost but seeking. And a world map. Good game, opponent. Jesus. That was ridiculous. What a start. We can't, yeah. We've got nothing. We've got nothing. We have Titan, Mill 5. What does that do up against the 4-3 they had on turn 3? The 3-4 they have from turn 1? That's just game. That was absolutely ridiculous. We have multiple removal spells, life gain. We got nothing to help here. They just ran us over. Yeah, opponent. Just play your land and swing out. No, we know. Yeah, unnecessary. You can do it. I know you can. Go for it. There you go. Oh, Lord. That was rough. 5 and 2, and we've hit a brick wall. We had some bad luck with last time we cast Town Greeter, and then an opponent who just completely ran us over, curving out perfectly. The hand looks good. We've got early plays. Got ways to get more lands. Please, Town Greeter, if you whiff on us again, I swear. I just don't mill our biggest bombs and not get me a land. Okay, mill our removal spells, you know. It's fine. I asked for it, didn't I? We do want to sneak in the Brynhilder before Gladiolus. Get a nice, like, hasty... No blocks. Not yet. Crossroads Village? Okay. That's just a regular one. Alright. Opponent's, going with some classic Saga stuff, I guess. Discard that. Nice Chocobo kick. I think at this point we would just trade straight up. Knowing them if... Oh, let's see. Green spells you cast cost 1 less. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put onto a creature, twice that many. Is that card gonna beat me? When Garnet attacks, you may remove lore counters. So they might have lore counters next. Is it crazy to get rid of a land? It might be. Probably is. But I love to draw. Let's go ahead and see what we hit. I don't know why. No reason other than I'm curious. Zaz's Chocobo is cool. We'll go ahead and just Choco kick though. This one's almost done. Let's knock that out. Okay. No attacks. Wait, I thought this is... During any turn you put a lore counter on this saga, you may play that card. Interesting. So it is specifically going to be a sorcery speed situation. That's good to know. That's good to know. A name in blood, a pact of flame. No blocks. There we go. Super cool. Fortunately, then we're playing off curve. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why can't I not do math? But I have yet to play a land for turn, so I am going to have 1 extra left over. Right? This works out. I play the Zazas, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the summon Fat Chocobo. Or I can just get down T-Rex. So let's play the Zazas. Let's get down Fat Chocobo. I forgot that it gives it haste. That's funny. We'll go ahead. Do that. I know it has haste. I'm not going to swing with haste. Patience. They don't have 6 mana yet for the putting counters onto stuff. I'm getting a little psyched out. The GF, the Guardian Force Ifrit, is actually pretty cool. I do like the 1 mana it adds. It's especially helpful in this kind of ramp deck. Oof, opponent, really? You're playing just a basic ramp card? Doesn't even give you a counter. What's the point? Nah, I'm sure they've got some town synergy. Looks like they have a couple here. Yeah, there we go. Wouldn't be bad with our Chocobo, but that's okay. Esper Origins. Surveil 2, you gain 2 life. If the spell was cast from a graveyard, exile it, then put it onto the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. They Surveil 1, gain 2. It becomes, for 4 mana, it becomes a 4/4, reveal the top card of your library. If it's permanent, put it into your hand. Add 2 green, and then other creatures get... That's a cool card. I don't know how good it is in just current limited, but it's a good card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to have 6 mana anyway next turn, so let's go ahead and kill that. Because now we get rid of a creature of theirs. And we get haste on our next creature that we cast. If we do this, then we can go ahead and, yeah, swing in pretty big. We'll get our tap land. Let's go ahead and give +2/+0 to, or +2/+2 to Fat Chocobo, right? We can swing in for a bunch. Nope, can't swing in with you, but we can swing in with you. They might want double block, that's fine. We don't really have another way of playing lands right now. That's the issue with Gladiolus MSCTia. It's 6 mana. By the time you cast it, you have to be actively trying to ramp in order to hit land drops to give things +2/+2 and trample. So I think it's more worth it. Yeah, that's okay. Nice. 6 mana, kill 2 creatures, tutor, get a land. Excellent. Very happy to play that. Coliseum Behemoth, nice. Kill the Fat Chocobo. Go for it. I hear it's a good card. Could he free? I think we're gonna play the T-Rex and we're gonna hold this land. This is a 3/4 now. Next it would be a 4/3. Because they could start also putting counters onto the Coliseum Behemoth. So if they put 4 counters onto this, it becomes an 11/11. They swing out. Then we can hit them back for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this land might matter. But we can always play it next turn. So let's hold it. This land is either a pump spell or a redraw with the GF Ifrit, especially if all they do this turn is Earth Crystal. Yeah, I was going to say, if I were them, I'd Esper Origins, draw a card, make a creature. In the face of our 6/6. Choco Kick would be pretty cool right now. Chocobo Kick. We have 1 left in the deck, apparently. Yeah, I guess 3 are in the graveyard. The Airship Crash was also milled early on. Nice, they hit a land. Good for them. Gain a couple life. It's becoming important. Does this have a finality counter? Oh, fun. And the Wandering Minstrel. What is this? Lands you control enter... Okay, they're playing a lot of stuff right now. Lands you control enter untapped. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 5 or more towns, create a 2/2 elemental that's all colors. And they can pump for 5 colors. Other creatures you control get +X/+X. Could they make all the colors? Black, white, blue, green. That's it for now. Lord. They can also turn this into a prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures you control and tap. That's going to be dangerous. Alright, we're not in a great spot. Not anymore. I mean, that helps. That helps a lot. That helps so much. Yeah, let's... Let's do that. Choco Kick was what we were looking for. It's a 3/4. They can still flip this. I think we want to get in with our 6/6 right now. I think we also want to play out this land and make this a little bit bigger. Or do we wait one more turn and they make something prevent all combat damage that will be dealt to creatures you control? They are also going to be creating more and more critters every turn. That Earth Crystal is also going to become problematic, so let's get rid of some of their creatures. Okay. We do get a redraw next turn as well. The Earth Crystal is actually coming up. They have enough mana. They also have enough mana to flip Crystal Fragments, but let's see what they drew, I suppose. Another Adventurer's Inn. A lot of colorless lands in this deck. I guess they want to make sure they could hit. We have yet to see... We saw one Saga. Dex feels a little messy. I mean, what can I say? We're running out of time, though. How many more big bombs do we have? Actually, we have a couple. They kill Gladiolus? What happened to him? Yeah, they did. We still have another T-Rex Soar, and we still have the Colosseum Behemoth, which can destroy either their Saga or their Earth Crystal. Yeah, they're preparing for a really big swing in a couple of turns. I can't block well if you want to attack opponent. It just means tapping down your creatures. Yeah, you can get in 4. Yes, sir. Let's discard. That's kind of what we were looking for. Play out the land. We are going to go to combat, and we're going to swing in, I think, with all of these. Yeah. They're going to decide on their blocks, thinking maybe that they have a clear swing back. Could I have swung with Town Greeter? I want to keep back a blocker because I'm conservative in the way I play, regardless. But 6, 11, 14. Okay. Opponent is hoping to go for the win next turn. Thankfully, we do have the T-Rex. Again, they're going to get a couple of big creatures. They have Trample. And with the Earth Crystal, they can get even bigger. But we have a 6/6 if we need to chump. We have 6 toughness we can soak up. They do have 2 cards. Opponent could have removal spells. We have only seen 1 so far, really, this game. Oh, man. Renoa Heartily is so scary here. 5 mana, 4/4. When it enters, create Angelo, a legendary 1/1 green and white dog creature token. Whenever Renoa Heartily attacks, another creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature you control. So next turn, they are going to anyway get to tap down all of our stuff. So we're just going to go all out right now. We're going to attack. Opponents at 2 life. They can block all our creatures except for the Town Greeter, but they choose not to do it. We do have 2 6/6 Tramplers after all. Earth Crystal, not today. Not today. 6 and 2, we made it to the final boss, and we have an unkeepable hand. Well, I guess if we draw green, it's actually a really good hand, and we can always cycle Balam. And we have a hand that I've convinced myself to keep. That's not a green source. That's really cute sleeves. Aw. Love the rainbow. Happy Pride Month, everyone. It's also not a green. We're gonna hold up instant speed interaction as we desperately tutor for a forest. Playing against Ares 1616. With a Dwarven Castle Guard. They're gonna get in for 2. Ow. Alright, opponent. Holding up a removal spell, I presume, for my Samurai's Katana. It's gonna suck, but whatever. Let's go ahead and highest upside of casting it, or go for Gobu Gardener. That way next turn we can, what, double spell? Let's go. High upside. Trample haste. They're gonna have that, whatchamacallit, the 3 mana destroy target creature if it's tapped. That's why. So do we play around it? Yeah, we do. No attacks. Oh, is it something else? Overkill? It could be overkill. If it's overkill, it doesn't matter. We won't get into attack anyway. Bane's Treachery. That's fine. They sacrifice their creature? Okay. They downgraded from a 2-1 to a 1-1 to kill our creature. That is... I'm okay with this. Didn't hit the land. That sucks. We'll go ahead and play a Gobu Gardener. Opponent's holding up more interaction? Dear God. I mean, there's no world where I kill the 1-1 first so that they can't Vane's Treachery again, right? There's no world. Yeah, they're gonna attack. No? Okay. Even better. Let me untap. Thank God. We have to catch back up. Thankfully, there's not been a lot of pressure applied. 5 mana. Now, they could have... whatchamacallit? One of those, like, the Crystal's Chosen big bomby cards that's gonna be very rough for us as we are trying our best to just catch up on lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're 1 land away from it, if that's what they've got. Demon Wall. As long as it has a counter on it, can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Okay. I need to have 4 mana for Thunder Magic to be able to deal with that. Otherwise, that'll be a 5/5. Fine. Opponent's gotta have something crazy. We're 5-2 right now. We're in the big leagues. I forget that I have Light of Judgment. That's also an option. We're gonna play that. And I think we're just gonna go for this. We'll make them double block the Chocobo. Clear their board. They might have an Ultima and they're like holding back. That's okay. We are actively ramping. So I don't feel too bad about this. It's 2/2 and trample. Go ahead. Fly, little Chocobo, fly! I love the Chocobo. They're so cute. Final Fantasy really knew what they were doing here. Oh, is this the limit break thing? Sure. No, they both just died. Cool. What does opponent have? Fight on. Okay. Sure. White Auracite, that's good. I mean, it will be good once we get back some of our removal spells. Oy 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 oy. I probably just called the Mountain Chocobo here and then summon Brahilder. Yeah. We have the Samurai's Katana, but we have a lot of cards in hand at the moment. Nice, there's our Airship Crash for the White Auracite. We've got all removal currently. There's a good card. Dear God. That's a good one to kill. What? It's any graveyard? And it's just here? This just stays? Okay, no blocks. No blocks for now. Let's get pause for a second, you know. Not crazy, not crazy. Okay. Okay. We can Choco Kick, returning a land. We can Airship Crash, and we can Judgment. No, we can just Judgment and one of them. Okay. This is fine. Let's go ahead and Choco Kick and Light a Judgment, reset their board. They'll have nothing. We attack in with Chocobo. They can trade if they want, but I don't think they want to. Let's play a land. It gets a little bit. Pick that back up. That's totally okay. We'll go ahead and we'll do it again. Or we'll light. Let's do it again. Yeah, I really don't mind actually, because then we can also... Oh, you know what? Okay, here we go, here we go. I found the line, I found the line. I know, I'm sure a bunch of you are screaming it out, telling me I'm being silly here. Let's make that big. That's gonna go in, and now we can just Choco Kick regularly to kill that. They can block if they want. Oh my goodness. Alright, do they have the Resurrection spell? So that's what they had, Arden the Usurper, where they were just playing very defensively, trying to drag the game out. Stroke of Midnight, sure, we get a 1/1. Awesome. Not a great card in Limited because it does give a 1/1. Cecil, they are at 20. They're still at 20. Okay. Let's go ahead and summon Ifrit. We'll discard this forest. We'll cast this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll still have a way to hit for 2. Or this gets +2/+2. I can just start swinging in a bit. I kind of want to just kill Cecil here and start getting them in. No. No need. Let's go ahead and make this a 3/3. Because we have the mana? Sure. However they want to block it is fine. I probably should have thought that through. It's my bad. It's fine. They make a 1/1. In their mind, they're like, oh good, now Cecil can be closer to flipping. Oops, forgot to do that. Forgot about that entirely. That's okay. 5/5, we'll take 5. Ow. I'm playing a little messily. I'm feeling pretty good. Okay. I don't think we need this anymore. But, you know, it does help to have a big thing. Okay, let's go ahead and attack. Because we'll be able to Coliseum Behemoth and destroy the Demon Wall. Now that they've sunk a turn into it, they did get to hit us. Which is unfortunate. That's fine. Cast that. Destroy. Kill creature. They are close to flipping Cecil. Actually, that's important to note. And so I guess we'll have to block Cecil and kill it too. That's rough. And they know it. I don't like that. They might have the kill thing. Untap Cecil and transform it. Nice, let's kill it. They still lose the life with the trigger on the stack. Pass to the end of combat, pass to main. Opponent concedes, and that's a trophy right there. Again, this behemoth, oh my god. 7-2. 7-2 with a masterclass of a deck. Early game was all about surviving. The Guardian Ifrit, Force Ifrits really helped with that. Town Greeter, the one time it whiffed, it lost us the game right then and there. But otherwise, it worked really well. Gobu Gardener, also just fantastic. Ramp to get us into our higher dropped cards. Chocobo Kick worked well once we had big creatures on the battlefield. You just have to balance that early game. Summon Brit Hilter, yeah, it's a rare, that one's fine. But Guardian Force Ifrit really impressed me this game. So did, in general, the Balam T-Rexor. Just what a house. Other shoutouts, Thunder Magic was fantastic. The Fat Chocobo did its job. Gladiolus, fine. Not incredible. 6 mana, 6/6, and then it ramps a card with the landfall ability. It's good to get in damage right when you cast it, but without additional ramp in your deck, like Capricious Wanderings, which really underperformed, it's not as good. Airship Crash. I don't think this is a sideboard card. I think you should have one in your main deck. I think that is totally okay. It has Cycling 2. You can always toss it if you don't need it. There were many situations where destroying an artifact or enchantment or a creature with flying came up. There's so many artifact creatures, there's so many enchantment creatures, and there's a few creatures with flying that, if you don't have your reach, can be pretty detrimental. As we saw in one of our games, we just needed to kill the flyer multiple times in a row. Gigantode was fine. There's some filler cards here. Samurai's Katana did not impress me very much, but that could just be in the deck that we were playing. All in all, this deck performed really well. I'm very happy with it. I felt like the draft, we found our open lane. We stuck with it. This was an absolute blast, and we got to cast some big, chunky monsters, which is so out of my comfort zone, but I always really enjoy it when I do get that chance. I hope you all enjoy the video, and as always, have a wonderful rest of your day. Hey you! Yeah, you! You should watch another video. Yeah, that one right there.